Hello, dear friends. This is the next part of our video as part of the training school on the use of the Life Balance Contact device from Business Process Technologies. In this material, we will consider in detail the scheme for using the Life Balance Contact device. I would like to draw your attention to the fact that these schemes have been selected on the recommendation of our partners from Bishkek in Kyrgyzstan, who already have sufficient experience in this area, Kataganova Riska, Umar and Adam. Based on their recommendations, using other sources, these schemes have been created. In the future, perhaps they will change somehow, but for today we have selected the most optimal variants. In the future, when you actively use our devices and get much more feedback and application experience, perhaps then something will change, be added, but now let's look at the schemes that are available. Schemes of effects. General and preventive. Scheme number 1, which I recommend for use, is the preparation of the body for work with LBC, 3 to 4 weeks. Based on your general condition, it may take 8 to 10 weeks to use this program. Everything happens in 6 steps. Daily testing of the body state on LEP. Auto-complex record, change once in 3 days, on LB. Application of programs from the preparation for work with LBC complex on LB, in the programmer. Detox program on LBC. Nutrition control according to the recommendation. Selection of food on LEP. Water schedule and physical activity, if possible. This is a general preventive program that you can use at any time of the year and for any initial condition in order to prepare the body for the use of Life Balance Contact, as well as for the course of therapy and general body cleansing. The next scheme number 2, Anthelmintic, once in 3 days. Daily testing of the body state on LEP. Auto-complex record, change once in 3 days, on LB. Application of programs from the preparation for work with LBC complex on LB, in the programmer. Anthelmintic program on LBC. After using the Anthelmintic program, take a break 30 to 60 minutes. Drink water plus apply one time the energy restorative program on LB to prepare the lymphatic system. Detox program on LBC. It is important to apply after the universal program, which ends the session of this program. Nutrition control according to the recommendation. Selection of food on LEP. Water schedule and physical activity, if possible. Repeat this scheme 7 to 10 times, once in 3 days. This is how universal the device is, that the programs can be used for a long time, and always have at hand life balance. You can use it almost any time. 8 days, between sessions, use the scheme No 1. Then a break of 3 to 4 days and No 3. The next scheme number 3 is a program that suppresses the growth of protozoa. I would like to draw attention immediately to why such a sequence has been chosen. Because there is a principle of working with bioresonance devices, and when we start the antiparasitic programs, we follow the principle, from larger to smaller. Since very often in large parasites, when these are helminths, smaller ones live inside, such as viruses and fungi. When we destroy a large parasite, small ones begin to leave and can lead to an aggravation. Therefore, be sure to use detox programs and prepare to work with balance throughout the course. In order to help the body remove all unwanted toxins, impact and help to quickly remove them from the body, and then recover. Step by step. Daily testing of the body state on LEP. Auto-complex record, change once in 3 days, on LB. Application of programs from the preparation for work with LBC complex on LB, in the programmer. Protozoa suppression program on LBC. Break 30 to 60 minutes. Drink water and apply one time the energy restorative program on LB. Detox program on LBC. Nutrition control according to the recommendation. Selection of food on LEP. Water schedule and physical activity, if possible. Repeat this scheme for 10 to 14 days, then a break of 3 to 4 days until scheme No 4. Scheme number 4, Antifungal program. This is one of the long-term schemes, because the fungus itself is very difficult to treat. There are so many varieties of fungi and therefore the process can take a long time period. Up to about 21 days, depending on your condition. As in the previous schemes, the same algorithm is used. Daily testing of the body state on LEP. Auto-complex record, change once in 3 days, on LB. Application of programs from the preparation for work with LBC complex on LB, in the programmer. Antifungal program on LBC. Break 30 to 60 minutes. Drink water and apply one time the energy restorative program on LB. Detox program on LBC. Nutrition control according to the recommendation. Selection of food on LEP. Water schedule and physical activity, if possible. Repeat this scheme for 14 to 21 days, then a break of 3 to 4 days until scheme number 5. Scheme number 5 is the antibacterial program. It is applied for 10 or 14 days. Each session ends with the detoxification program. The next scheme number 6 is the antiviral program. It is used from 10 to 14 days, sometimes, in the presence of such a viral infection as herpetic virus, Epstein-Barr virus and other viruses that are difficult to remove from the body. It can be used for 21 days. During this time, we also use the steps as in the previous schemes. Only in the scheme number 4, use the antiviral program and complete the detox program. Scheme for acute conditions. What is an acute condition? This is when a person falls ill with influenza and it is necessary to remove the symptoms quickly. What are we doing? We carry out testing on Life Expert Profi. We record the autocomplex. We apply the necessary programs that have caused an acute condition, the influenza, on Life Balance Contact. This program will be antiviral. After that, we take a break of 30 to 60 minutes, and apply the detoxification program. In acute viral conditions like diarrhea, in this case, you can repeat after 4 to 5 hours. In the same way, following the algorithm, it is obligatory to observe the water schedule. We repeat this scheme until the symptoms disappear. Once, maximum twice a day. In all other cases, when we are working with a preventive goal or when we do not have acute conditions, we have chronic conditions and we use the scheme once a day. If we have chronic infections for preventive therapy, in some cases, it is quite enough to conduct 10 to 14 sessions, 1 session per day and 1 to 2 repetitions in 10 to 14 days. However, in cases of inertness of the body, due to a decrease in protective mechanisms, the number of sessions and courses may be more. From 3 to 6 courses. For example, such pathogens of diseases of the genitourinary system as chlamydia, mycoplasma and ureaplasma need a longer course, from 15 to 20 sessions per course. This is because they are intracellular infections and take longer to eliminate, remove, from the body. Now our goal is to learn how to use Life Balance Contact to prevent parasitic diseases and restore health. Intervals between courses in chronic viral, bacterial or fungal infections. It is advisable to increase the intervals between courses gradually. Between the first and second course 7 days. Between the third and fourth 14 days. Between the fourth and fifth 20 days. Between the fifth and sixth 20 days. Be aware of the risk of reinfection. I would like to warn you. Per day, there should be no more than 1 session according to the scheme, with the exception of acute conditions. Use only the recommended signal strength, 1 to 2. Do not use antiparasitic programs on LB during sessions and throughout the entire course of work with antiparasitic programs on LBC. Be sure to drink water between cycles and after the session. Prepare the body for therapy and follow a diet during therapy. With a strong reaction or exacerbation. How to determine intoxication. This is a headache, nausea, possibly vomiting, rash, general weakness, malaise, increased pressure. What needs to be done first? Terminate the session. Increase the intervals between sessions and conduct sessions every other day. Conduct a daily detox session on Life Balance Contact. Be sure to use the autocomplex, the preparation for work with LBC program and the detoxification program on LB. Use the improving metabolism in liver cells, immunomodulatory and anti-inflammatory programs on Life Balance, as well as the detoxification, regulation of the gastrointestinal tract, blood circulation and MPS, energy restorative programs, control water schedule and bowel movements. Dear friends, remember that a one-time procedure does not kill parasites hidden inside other microorganisms. Such a single session can cause an exacerbation of chronic diseases. For example, herpetic infection, joint pain, gastritis, etc. The interval between exposure schemes is at least 3 to 4 days. Full courses should be held twice a year. It is recommended to follow the sequence of schemes when working with antiparasitic programs, according to the principle, from large to small, large parasites are often a reservoir for small ones. I would like to combine the next part into one video, to make a conclusion about working with the Life Balance Contact device, so that you can see and understand how Life Balance differs from Life Balance Contact. This is a very common question among partners. Is it worth buying both equipment, or is one enough? Why do I need the second one? Let's compare their pros and cons. Life Balance, portability and mobility. For example, we can move while using Life Balance, but when using Life Balance Contact, we need to sit and only during breaks can we move around. Large amount of programs and memory. We can program and create an individual complex for the whole family. For all occasions, ability to use in the moment and a few miles away from a person, at a distance, when we set a good power. For example, if you are near a person, the second person who is nearby also receives the effects of our device. The course of impact of ongoing Life Balance Contact programs is shorter than that of Life Balance. The ability to create many individual complexes, for the whole family and for all occasions, allows use at once by a group of people at a distance. You can also connect deviation to Life Balance and set the programming time manually. Life Balance Contact. It is a ready-made universal program complex. The exposure course of antiparasitic programs is shorter. Each next stage of exposure includes auto-deviation, antiparasitic frequencies. Convenient for home use by children and the elderly, as the session lasts only an hour and a half, and at this time you can watch cartoons, movies, TV series, or just look through social networks. As you can see, each device has its own advantages, which further enhance the work of the two devices. Therefore, I definitely recommend using them together. The following comparisons are between Life Expert Profi and Life Balance Contact. People ask very often, why do I need, for example, the Life Expert Profi device, if, in general, Life Balance Contact reads my frequencies, inverts them and returns them back? Why do we need Life Expert Profi? First of all, this tool gives a complete amount of information about the state of health. Allows you to analyze and control the results of exposure to the body. BRT is mild exposure and correction of the body state. Many autocomplexes. Possibility of independent selection of programs of exposure on BRT. On Life Balance Contact, the oscillations and frequencies of the human body are read, after which an inversion, return back, to our body is automatically performed. This also applies to testing diagnostics. Therefore, friends, when using Life Balance Contact, you should clearly understand that the device should only be used in combination with Life Expert Profi, since only Life Expert Profi will give you a complete report and help you analyze the dynamics of the state. In conclusion, I would like to emphasize again, LBC is not a medical product, which means it can be used by you at home for general prevention. To date, this is the best contact device in terms of price-quality ratio and the only bioresonance therapy device that combines endogenous and exogenous effects, and can also perform programming. There are no analogs in the world. The device is safe. The frequency of helminths and other parasites is different from the frequency of a person. It can save you from many diseases for one course. The device is compact-sized and user-friendly. Effective, safe and fast recovery of health, immunity, release from a greater number of parasites and their toxins. All this is possible in a combination of web wellness devices, Life Balance Contact and Life Balance, under the control of Life Expert Profi and with the use of Life Air. There is such an Oriental folk wisdom, a lot is a little. A little is a lot. What does it mean? When we try to make a big impact on our body in a short period of time, destroying a lot of parasites, we will get an insignificant result. Why, insignificant? Because from such a chaotic effect on the body, we never get a stable, long-term result. If we take the principle, little or much, then we get an effective result with prolonged use. Follow all recommendations for a sustainable and safe result. Our technologies are suitable for absolutely everyone and can help in any situation. Therefore, friends, imagine for a moment that you are the owner of the web wellness system. You have a full set of tools and appliances at hand, at home. Imagine how you will feel. How much you will be calm for your loved ones and relatives. Using web wellness every day, you will definitely get improving immunity and its further restoration. stable work of the whole body, getting rid of chronic diseases, help for all family members, saving time and money, increasing work efficiency, safe traveling, extension of quality life. Investment into web wellness today is the most profitable investment. It will help you restore and maintain health, strengthen relationships, prolong youth and be rich in every way. I wish you success, so that you tell your friends and acquaintances about the capabilities of our device as much as possible. Use it correctly and get only the best possible results. Ainora Adamalieva, the regional member of the Board of Directors of Business Process Technologies, the head of the showroom in Kyrgyzstan. See you next time.